How do we use secured credit lines to build our business credit? I'm glad that you asked. So let's get into it, guys. First and foremost, this can be used very strategically. However, be sure that this credit is going to, for one, unsecure. What does that mean? Once you've made so many on-time payments, that money will be released back to you. You don't want it to stay secured forever, meaning you are borrowing from yourself forever. No, you want it to eventually unsecure. Some secured cards unsecure in 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. There's different terms, but you just want to confirm with the lender that at some point it is going to be released back to you. So that is point number one. Point number two, you always want to be sure that you are using a lender that is going to report to the business credit bureaus. That is super important. The whole reason why you are doing this is to build business credit. So you need other lenders to be able to see that this is actually happening, that this is actually being used, and you are paying this back on time. So how do we use this unsecured credit to build our business credit profiles? Well, number one, you can use what is called a secured line of credit or a secured loan. They kind of work the same way, but I'll give you some examples. So we'll start with the secured loan. The secured loan is, let's say I have $10,000 and I don't really need this $10,000. It's just something I have sitting around in my business bank account. So I want to start building business credit. One very strategic thing that I could do is loan myself that $10,000. And I know you guys are looking at me like, D, loan yourself? How do you loan yourself money? That's weird. I've never heard of that. This actually happens, and people actually do this more often than you know. So what does that mean? I'm going to take the $10,000 in my business checking account and I'm going to put it into a CD or a certified deposit. And that is going to essentially lock that $10,000 in to the deposit, meaning you cannot take the $10,000 out. And in that deposit, that money is going to be gaining interest. Sometimes it's at a fixed rate, sometimes it's not. But for a period of time, it can be 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, you've locked this $10,000 into this CD and it is earning interest for that period of time. Now, on the flip side, the bank unreleases $10,000 to you, meaning they give you $10,000, typically back into your checking account, and you are borrowing that $10,000. So you have to keep paying it back. You have to pay it back in full before the time frame of your certified deposit. So let's say, for example, you put in $10,000 on January 1st, 2023, and it's for 1 year. So you're going to put that money in, lock it in, and it's going to begin to start to gain interest. The bank will then release $10,000 into your checking account. And once they do that, you technically have a loan from the bank, which the loan is really from you. And so you need to pay that $10,000 back within that 1 year. So once you pay back the money and the certified deposit is released. So a few things about that. One, the money that you put into the certified deposit is gaining interest, let's say at 2%. The money that the bank is lending to you is at an interest rate of probably 4%, because the bank is always going to want to make money off of you. So that is really, really, really important to know. Don't ever believe that the bank is going to give you something for nothing without trying to get you caught up. So please be sure to like this video, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Find me in the next video so you can now become financially free with me, Financially Free D.